What I was discussing from an ABTA perspective is what we mean by responsible tourism. So the familiar concepts of sustainability, environmental impacts and the local community were something I knew the rest of the panel were going to discuss in detail, but really it's about what it means to be responsible, accessible travel, health and safety, doing the right thing in terms of corporate social responsibility and how to be transparent about that. I think the understanding of it needs to be broad because I think in the mass market, you know, what companies do to make sure that their products are accessible, for example, all the massive amounts of work operators in particular do around health and safety, that's hugely about giving the customer an experience that meets their expectations about what is responsible. I think actually the first question that was asked was about more of a mass market, and obviously that was gratifying in a sense because, you know, it's really important to look at what niche providers do and where the market is growing and how people's engagement in those issues is growing, and that's a really powerful opportunity. But there is still a mass market there that wants to know that companies and expects that companies are doing the right thing. So I think the feeling in the room was more around, you know, responsible tourism, explicitly responsible tourism and authenticity, which is really important. But I think there was an understanding and you know, that was really positive to see. If the industry doesn't take a responsible approach, then we don't have sustainability in the broader sense of that word either. You know, if we don't work well with destinations and businesses, we won't have those products to sell, we won't have those experiences to offer our customers. You know, if our impacts are not managed, then you know, we don't have an industry, and we certainly don't have the right industry for the way consumers are behaving and want to feel about what they're buying. I think there's been some really, really good work. You know, lots of companies really take a you know, very proactive approach. They're not always putting it front of foot in their sales because it's not always relevant to their sales. But what the session really captured is how important it is to market authenticity and all the sort of small things that add up to a picture of responsible tourism and to give that picture to your customer.